Hi guys, so a while ago I posted on my Instagram saying that I was really excited because I started investing through my limited company just to utilize some of those retained profits within my company that I've not been able to sort of cash out as salary. And a few of you asked me to make a video just going through that. So I don't think this will be a long video, although I have said that before and then spoken for a very long time, but I don't think it will. What I'm going to do is essentially just take you through a few of the points that people raised as questions that I think might be useful. Then I'm going to take you through the platform that I use to invest through my company, because not many platforms actually offer this option. The video is not sponsored by the company or anything like that. I do have an affiliate link, of course I do. But as you know, most platforms now have affiliate schemes anyway. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. So the first question that I get asked is about the impact on corporation tax, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be an expert. I'm not. My understanding at the moment is that when you sort of make that payment and that investment, your corporation tax doesn't go down. Once I figure out more of how it works, and I've gone through the accounting period and the taxes and things like that, I will try to do a follow-up video to explain how that works. But when I made that investment, my accounting system didn't really show this as an expense. So I think that's the main question that people actually have is this almost like an expense through your company? And it's not. It's utilizing the retained profits in your company. Now, the other important thing to note is that essentially, if you want to invest through your normal company that has a normal trading company status, you cannot invest more than 20% of your company's gross trading activities without losing your trading company status. So I think once you invest more than 20% of that gross revenue, you then become an investment company rather than a trading company, and that changes all sorts of stuff. So I'm just making sure, obviously, that I stay well within that, so there's no issues. I do think if I ever get to the point of making a lot of money and having so much money sort of retained that I'm not then planning to utilize for my house and like salaries and stuff, I might look at setting up a separate company for that to be an investment only company. But at the moment, I don't want to do that because that obviously comes with extra accounting fees and stuff like that. So yeah. 20% threshold. Next, you cannot invest as a limited company without an LEI number. And for me, the platform that I used, so I'm using Investengine, they actually for the first year offer it to you for free and they sort it out on your behalf, which is great because I think if you apply for it through the London Stock Exchange, I think it's like £100. That's what I read. So yeah, I got that for free through Investengine. They sorted it out and it's free for the first year. So I will have to pay for it after that, but that's fine. But yeah, those are the main points that I wanted to raise. Now I'm going to take you through the platform that I use so you can see. Like I mentioned, the platform I'm using is Investengine. You don't have to invest as a limited company. They are also a platform for individuals. So if you like the look of them, obviously feel free to check them out. They do have some cool features that I really like. Some of them I actually wasn't aware of until I watched some other review videos of the platform. But for example, they have the ability to set up an income portfolio, which I'll show you, but it's really, really cool. But yeah, any other questions you have, just post them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. If I can't answer them, I'll try to ask my accountant. Otherwise, I'll just try to go through the experience and then tell you. It actually took me a really long time to find a company that offered investing through a limited company without like insane fees, because a lot of the places that I found charged quite high fees to invest as a limited company. I say a lot, that's the wrong word to use because there really were not a lot of platforms that I found that offered this, at least not in the UK. Essentially, based on what I looked at, I struggled for a long time to find a platform that I liked the look of. And when I saw Investengine, I really liked the look of them, which is why I finally took the plunge to invest as a limited company.
Okay, so this is what the dashboard looks like when you first get started. And you can see here there's like other tabs where I don't have anything in at the moment. So let's go ahead and start a DIY portfolio initially. And once you click into it, you can see there are 370 plus ETFs on the platform. And you can just sort of scroll through and have a look to see what you're interested in. Obviously, there's also the search function, but I liked to just go through and have a look. Once you've found one you like the look of, click into it, and the only thing to note is you can see here that they update the prices twice a day. So they may not be the actual latest prices. I guess that's just one thing to be aware of, but you've got all the other details here at the bottom. So you've got the breakdown of what's in the ETF, the key information documents, and of course the price chart. I wanted to have a look at how many Vanguard ETFs they had. So I searched Vanguard, and you can see there are a lot of Vanguard ETFs. So I essentially went through, added all the things I wanted, and once I was done, you get this screen that shows you the weighting of each ETF and also the equities, bonds, etc. So I realized it was 100% equities, so I went to add securities and filtered on alternative to see what else I could add. And you can see they'll have gold, silver, palladium, all of this kind of stuff, which I thought was really, really cool. So I decided to add a couple of those into my portfolio. And here you've got the final portfolio. And then I was just playing with the weighting of how much I wanted to invest in each one. And you can see at the bottom the red bar changes for the total weighting. So I can't press next until it adds up to 100%. So it took a little bit of tinkering and a little bit of thinking of what I want, but I finally got it to add up to 100%. So I press next, and then it gives you a look through of regions, sectors, and holdings in your portfolio. And if you're happy, you click Save and Continue. And that's basically it. So you can see the portfolio has been created, target weight set, and then you just have to click invest. And if you have cash, then you use that. And if not, then you have to press add cash. So this is now a while after. So as you can see, I invested 1,000 and I'm down 2.3% because the markets have been going a little bit crazy at the moment. And obviously, if you invest, you know that everything's dropped significantly due to the market instability with the current situation. But if we have a look at the positions, you can see that it's actually the equities that are the worst performing, with the NASDAQ the worst. And it's the alternative ones like bonds and gold and palladium that are doing the best. Like, look at that, 21% plus on palladium. It's crazy. I'm really glad that I chose to add these in. But the final thing I want to show you is these managed portfolios. So if we go back and have a look, if I go to add new portfolio, we can see we've got do it yourself and managed. And on managed, you've got the growth portfolio option or the income portfolio, where you can see invest for regular income of up to 1.63 or 3.8% a year. So this is really cool. So if I click into create income portfolio, once you click into it and go through a few different questions, you come to this projection simulator. So you can see it shows you how much it thinks you're going to make every month and at the year as a whole. And you can just change your initial investment amount to whatever you want to invest. And you can see it changes the amounts. And the other thing you can play with is the risk factor, obviously. So generally, the higher the risk you take on, the higher your yield will be, and vice versa. But yeah, once you're happy, you just add funds and you have an income portfolio. I just thought this was really cool.
Hopefully that was useful and you enjoyed the video. Let me know, like I said, if you have any questions, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.